Right now, why the proposed Amazon facility in Cottage Grove is making waves in a neighboring community. Plus, Wisconsin again is a frontrunner to host a 2024 National Political Convention and welcoming the Lunar New Year in downtown Madison. We'll check out the celebration straight ahead. News 3 Now at 10 begins right now. A new proposal to bring a $200 million Amazon facility to the village of Cottage Grove getting a unanimous go-ahead from the area's planning commission, but many people in the neighboring town aren't on board. Tahalil Mohadeen explains.
As you mentioned, the proposed site is in Cottage Grove, but it's directly on the border with the town of Sun Prairie. Now, this residential area here is in that town, meaning the people who are the most affected aren't getting the biggest say. Jeff Christie says he and his neighbors aren't being treated fairly.
I feel we're being listened to, but not really heard.
Since January, Christie has been following a proposal to bring an Amazon site to Dane County.
I'm really invested in this because my house is within 600 feet of this building.
Worried what an Amazon warehouse facility would do to a house he built himself back in 1998, a house in the bordering town of Sun Prairie.
Are we going to see damage to our homes from all the vibrations from the construction of this giant building and from all the track trailers rolling in?
The proposed 65,000 square foot facility would be located in the village of Cottage Grove. But Town of Sun Prairie chairperson Lyle Updike says the consequences would fall mostly on town residents.
Whether it's stormwater, whether it's air quality, whether it's increased traffic patterns.
And Updike says because it's outside of town limits, there's little he can do about it, relying on the goodwill of the village and Amazon.
The question is, what kind of a corporate citizen is the developer going to be on this mega project?
He's asking them to do more than the bare minimum to build a sustainable footprint.
Permeable pavement in some of their outlying parking lots, or put in a green roof.
Christie asking the village to slow down.
But they just keep pushing it through.
But village leaders say they've been working on developing the site for 13 years, calling the approval process standard.
Not the specific Project Silver Eagle, but how we got to this point. Over 30 public meetings over this time frame.
Village officials say the facility is expected to bring a 20% increase to its overall tax base and more than 1,000 new full-time jobs.
Tahalil, thank you. The Dane County Board voting tonight to postpone a decision on extra spending for jail renovations. Dane County Sheriff Calvin Barrett has been outspoken about the need for improvements there, calling the current conditions inhumane, borderline unconstitutional. If no agreement is reached, we could end up seeing this on a referendum during the November election. Another thing we're watching tonight, a massive winter storm hitting a huge section of the country from Texas all the way up to Maine. Excessive snow expected in parts of the Midwest, expected to move off the East Coast tomorrow. The southern Wisconsin initially was in the crosshairs here, but it shifted south over the past week. Meteorologist Dana Fulton now with our certified most accurate forecast.
Eric, you nailed it. This was another storm that was initially going to cross over southern Wisconsin, but over the weekend it shifted further south, and models really on track with the last few days forecasting for this. We saw some light flurries south of Dane County early today. Much of the moisture now leaving Illinois and Indiana, so it's moving very quickly to the East Coast. For us, we're transitioning from a mostly cloudy sky to a partly cloudy sky overnight. In fact, we still had a little bit of cloud coverage at sunset, so a really beautiful sunset for us over the lakes and downtown. And now skies becoming partly cloudy. That's going to lead to a colder trend for us overnight. Temperatures in the single digits with our wind factored in, wind chills below zero. We'll be about 5 to 15 below zero overnight in for early Friday morning at daybreak. 14 in Janesville right now, 10 in Mineral Point and Monroe. Compared to this time yesterday, it's a significant temperature drop, about a 20-degree drop across the board. For tomorrow afternoon, high temperatures will be in the low 30s. It's going to be windy outside, but it won't be quite as cold in the afternoon. High temperatures will be much closer to average for Friday. And we might see some light snow later Friday afternoon, but we'll look at that event, the possible accumulation ahead, in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. New tonight, the 15-year-old boy charged in the shooting death of his 11-year-old sister in Fitchburg last year has been found delinquent on an amended charge in her death. That's the equivalent of an adult being found guilty. The shooting happened last September on Curry Court. According to the Dane County Juvenile Court Administrator, the 15-year-old was placed at home with intensive community-based supervision. He will also have to cooperate with therapy and other services. 4 reports of gunfire overnight in Madison. A matter of 4 hours, the first happening just off East Washington Avenue Avenue near Madison College. Then another call near the Arboretum. A third shots fired call later just off Park Street. And then just a few blocks north of that incident, a fourth call. No one was hurt, but police are taking each one very seriously. A big question investigators are trying to answer is, are they all connected? Here's Police Chief Sean Barnes.
We don't want to live in a city where we hear gunfire. And all too often, this is what I hear in my personal conversations with some of our community members. And so we're certainly working to understand when and where these incidences occur. We're working to look at prolific offenders.
Last night's reports bring this year's shots fired calls to 30. This time a year ago, there were 35. Incredible video tonight out of Colorado. The state patrol reminding drivers to pay attention and move over after this frighteningly close call. A vehicle pulled over on the left side of the road just moments after the trooper walked away. Someone slammed into that stopped car. They suffered minor to moderate injuries. In Florida, doctors say a man avoids tragedy after the car he was driving was cut in half by a train. Now, this is video released by the train company Brightline. You can see the freight train traveling along the tracks. Once it passes through this intersection with lights flashing, a driver was seen going around the gate and was hit by the train. That car cut in half. The driver rushed to a nearby hospital where his daughter says he survived.
He spoke to me from the phone, and then he told me, he was like, hey, I got hit by the train. You know, they said it's crazy that I'm alive. I think it's a miracle, my God, because it's crazy. Most people don't survive things like that, especially if the car is like split in half.
Well, this is the third crash in 4 days there in Palm Beach County involving a Brightline train. A man was killed there on Sunday. More new video tonight. Security cameras capture the moment a boy distracted by his phone falls into a storage hole, saved by a stack of boxes. Watch him go through the hole. And below, the box catches him, and then he just falls to his feet safely. It happened inside a mall. This was in central Istanbul while another worker was dropping packages into that opening. Somehow the boy fell directly onto that stack of boxes, being saved without a scratch. Devastating fire today in an historic golf club in the state of Michigan. Firefighters from multiple departments fighting a raging fire at the Oakland Hills Country Club. That's in Bloomfield. Founded back in 1916. It's one of the most prestigious courses in Michigan. It's hosted the Ryder Cup and multiple U.S. Open championships. ESPN analyst Madison native Andy North, who won the U.S. Open back in '85 at that course, released a statement on the fire today saying, quote, buildings can be rebuilt, but you can't rebuild the memorabilia that they might have lost. That building, a huge part of our golf history. The Assembly Parlor of the State Capitol building getting a new name in honor of former Governor Tommy Thompson. He began his political career in the State Assembly back in the 60s. Of course, went on to become the longest-serving governor in state history before leaving Madison to join the Bush administration as HHS Secretary in 2001. He's now finishing his latest role as interim president of the UW system. Members of the Republican National Committee are in Milwaukee today, touring key venues as the city bids to host the 2024 Republican National Convention. Milwaukee, one of three finalists, along with Nashville and Salt Lake City. Politico reporting today Milwaukee is the front runner.
Is all things being even, when you look at, this is not us with a Hail Mary. You got a state-of-the-art facility. You've got a community that already pledged to hold a national convention, so the business community stepped up.
You'll remember the 2020 Democratic National Convention was scheduled for Milwaukee, but nearly the entire event went virtual due to the pandemic. A judge today ruling former President Trump and two of his adult children must testify in the New York Attorney General's civil investigation of the Trump Organization's business practices. Attorney General Letitia James looking into whether Trump misled lenders, insurers, or others in his financial statements. Trump's lawyers said they would appeal. In our road to recovery tonight, more Americans than ever are primed for a fight against any potential future COVID infections. Following the worst of the Omicron wave, new data shows about 73% of the U.S. population has either been vaccinated or has contracted the virus, and that number could reach 80% by mid-March. UW Health says it's seeing a dramatic decline in vaccine scheduling for children 5 to 11 years old. They once vaccinated about 850 kids per week, but this week, only about 80 appointments have been made.
We care about your kids too, and we want them to be protected. This is an unpredictable virus. It does strange things that you can't predict in everyone, and everybody that suffers through these infections has a risk of actually having long-term side effects.
According to the DHS data tracker, about 55% of children ages 5 to 11 have received one dose of the vaccine in Dane County, but statewide, only about 26% have received an initial dose. Today, the United Way says thanks to the incredible generosity of local donors, the organization has invested more than $22.3 million in the local community. The United Way says the total investment amount reflects the achievement of the community's 2021 campaign goal of $18 million. And downtown tonight, a Lunar New Year's celebration on State Street. People could experience traditional Chinese lion dancing, feed the lions to bring luck in the new year, and enjoy New Year's specials. More than a dozen downtown businesses are Asian-owned and operated, many of them preparing specials and hosting blessings at their locations.
It's actually like lots of loud noise, and you know, the scary beast, the lion or whatnot, they're supposed to like scare away the like bad and negative energies. So the idea is that to start out the new year with like that really positive energy, like loud music, drums, cymbals, gongs playing. Sometimes you'll see firecrackers in some communities.
This year, the Lunar New Year actually began back on February 1st. Lunar New Year is considered one of the most important celebrations among East and Southeastern Asian cultures. For anyone interested in staying up late tonight and cheering on a local athlete, Matt Hamilton and the Olympic men's U.S. curling team will be competing for the bronze medal. That will be starting at midnight. And new at 10, the Green Bay Packers' 6th stock sale is now entering its final week, with the sale continuing until next Friday at midnight. More than 194,000 shares have been sold thus far, raising more than $64 million. Shares are priced at $300 each, and the money raised will go toward ongoing construction projects at Lambeau Field. And still to come tonight, your full forecast, including another warm-up this weekend. But first, Consumer Reports is out with its list of the top 10 cars for 2022. See if your ride made the cut. That's next.
It's the A1 Furniture and Mattress Instant Cashback event. Save up to 40% off store-wide. Plus, get $50 instant cashback on every $500 you spend. Take advantage of 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online. Only at A1 Furniture.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV. And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down, and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-595-1532 or go to sonobello.com.
You know, if a company like Gruber Law has been here for 30 plus years, that they're here for a reason.
They truly treated me like family.
I felt really good about things, knowing that I had the best possible people helping me with it.
They were great. They were by my side through the entire case.
I called Gruber and they took care of everything for me.
If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
I know who would help me. I know who I could count on. And that's Gruber Law Offices.
Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2022. Nominate your favorites online, including Two Men in a Truck, Movers Who Care, Best Moving Company. Nominate Two Men in a Truck today at madisonmagazine.com. Announcing Madison Magazine's Best of Madison 2022. Nominate your favorites online, including Beef Butter Barbecue for Best Barbecue and Best Curbside Pickup and Takeout. Nominate Beef Butter Barbecue today at madisonmagazine.com.
Get instant cash back on every mattress purchase over $500 only at A1 Furniture. Save up to 40% off top name brand mattresses. Plus, get instant cash back and 4 years free financing with qualified purchase. Shop in-store or online now at A1 Furniture.
Kindness and gratitude are great mood boosters, but did you know they're also great for your body? Our Time for Kids experts lay out the physical benefits of this powerful duo.
Plus the latest on early next week. That's tomorrow morning from 4:30 to 7.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome Welcome back. If you are planning to buy a new home and don't already have a low-interest mortgage, you are quickly running out of luck. Mortgage rates in the U.S. have risen again. The average 30-year fixed mortgage now 3.92%, the highest since 2019. A recall notice tonight. The FDA says 2 kinds of deodorant are being recalled due to concerns about a cancer-causing chemical. HRB brands recalling 4 types of Brute deodorant sprays and 2 types of Sure antiperspirant sprays. Officials are concerned about the presence of the chemical benzene. It's not an ingredient in the products, but unexpected levels of it were discovered in the propellant used for those spray cans. If you've ever struggled to see while driving because another driver's high beams were shining in your eyes, that problem could soon be a thing of the past. Automakers will now be able to install adaptive driving beam headlights on new cars. The new lights are designed to shine less light on occupied areas of the road and more light on unoccupied areas. Consumer Reports is out with its rundown of top cars of the year. Elise Preston tells us who made the list.
The Mustang Mach-E is half SUV, half sports car, and fully electric.
It has a range of between 270 to over 300 miles, depending on the version.
Consumer Reports' Jonathan Lincove says the Mach-E also scores well in road tests and safety.
So all that really combines into a very impressive first-year electric vehicle.
The Mustang, with a $44,000 base price, is one of 10 vehicles that make this year's top list. Picks are based on several categories, including reliability and performance.
They also have to have key safety features, such as forward collision warning and automatic emergency braking with pedestrian detection standard.
Those features can be found on the Toyota RAV4 Prime, a hybrid with a base price of $40,000.
The Kia Telluride starts at $33,000 and is a top pick for the 3rd year in a row. It received an almost perfect score on the road test.
It's had high owner satisfaction, according to our annual auto survey.
Other vehicles under $35,000 include the Subaru Forester, which makes Consumer Reports list for the 9th year, and the Toyota Prius is a perennial top pick. 2 Nissans are in the under $25,000 category. The Sentra and Rogue Sport come standard with the latest safety features.
Both vehicles have been very reliable.
For consumers who have a need for speed, Lincove says the Mustang can go 0 to 60 in around 5 seconds. Upgraded versions are even faster. Elise Preston, CBS News, Englewood Cliffs, New Jersey.
So if you think gas prices are bad here, check this out. Today in California, the average price, regular unleaded, $4.72 a gallon, a record high. And experts say $5 a gallon will likely be the norm in a matter of months there. The U.S. national average currently $3.51 a gallon. Coca-Cola introducing a new limited edition flavor called Starlight. It's not clear exactly what this reddish-colored soda is supposed to taste like. The company says it's inspired by space. It's the first drink from Coca-Cola Creations, which is a new innovation platform which will introduce new limited time products and experiences. Starlight hit store shelves across the U.S. starting on Monday. Taco Bell bringing back a fan favorite after a 7-year break. The fast food giant bringing back the Klondike Choco Taco. For those unfamiliar, it's a taco-shaped waffle cone filled with fudge-swirled vanilla ice cream covered in a nutty topping. It is now available at 20 locations in Los Angeles and also Milwaukee, although Taco Bell has hinted at a nationwide rollout. Dana Fulton's here now with your forecast. Dana, too cold for a Choco Taco, but maybe by Sunday.
Maybe by Sunday. Maybe you can hold off on the Choco Tacos and the Sundays until Sunday. It'll be perfect then. Temperatures yet again warming up for the back half of this weekend, but before we get to that, we do have a few more light flurry chances and cool afternoons to get through first. Doppler track right now fairly quiet for us in southern Wisconsin. The system that brought some light flurries to us and steady snowfall in northern and central Illinois. Now quickly moving through Indiana and into Ohio. Michigan also seeing some very consistent snowfall today. Rain stretching into the New England area, but that's going to transition over to a mix and some lighter snow. To the south, we saw some really strong thunderstorms moving through parts of Mississippi, Alabama, and now towards the Atlanta metro. Some hail along with that and a little bit of lightning also. So this line again extending through most of the country, but not bringing a lot of accumulation for us to Wisconsin. Now, we did, of course, see a drop in our temperatures today. Highs trending close to 20 this afternoon. Overnight lows will drop down to the single digits, so the colder temperatures back at least for the next few days before we get to Sunday. We had light flurries this evening. Also some light flurries expected late Friday. Late in the afternoon and evening, we'll see some light snow move through. Otherwise, our next accumulating snow event builds in for the start of next week. As we look ahead to Monday and Tuesday, that's going to be our best chance to see some snow, but there's still some time for this system to move around just a little bit. Right now, temperatures dropping, our skies clearing up overnight. We'll fall down to the single digits for Friday morning. Friday afternoon, plan on high temperatures in the low 30s. See this quick line of light snow passing through? That's right around the evening commute, so we could see some areas with a little reduced visibility around the evening commute, but this isn't really going to lead to much accumulation for us Friday night. Passes off to the east. That leads to temperatures Saturday morning in the single digits and afternoon highs on Saturday climbing up into the 20s, the mid to low 20s for us for Saturday. Overall accumulation totals under an inch. In fact, we're expecting less than 1/2 of an inch for most of southern Wisconsin, but it does seem like we're at least going to see flurries consistently throughout our area. This next event, as we look ahead to Monday, builds in during the day. Right now, it looks like this is going to stay mostly snow through the day. We could see some light rain or freezing rain mixing in for Tuesday, consistently through Tuesday, and then pulls off to the east on Wednesday. So a lot of time for that to shift up and down as we've seen with our last two events. But we're keeping a close eye on that again for the start of the work week. High temperatures tomorrow will be in the low 30s, windy outside. Wind speeds about 15 to 25 miles per hour. Sunshine for Saturday. Sunday, we're in the mid to upper 40s for afternoon highs. That event on Monday builds in during the day and lasts through Tuesday. It does look like behind that we get quite cold yet again. High temperatures will be close to 20 for the back half of the work week, with those overnight lows falling back down into the single digits as we look ahead to the following weekend.
And coming up in sports, Cole Caulfield was at it again. How the former Badger single-handedly snapped his team's losing streak. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Stock up during the Hy-Vee brand sale this Thursday through Sunday. Earn a 1-cent fuel saver on every Hy-Vee product. That's a 1-cent fuel saver on Hy-Vee products this Thursday through Sunday. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
Shop the President's Day sale at Grand Appliance for the area's best prices on top brands like GE and its family of premium appliance brands. Get their brand new 5.0 cubic foot top load profile washer with innovative antimicrobial technology for just $6.98. Or upgrade to GE's premium cafe line for precision performance, unique customizable designs, and up to $2,000 back on qualifying packages. Shop your local showroom or grandappliance.com today. Grand Appliance. You make it home, we make it grand.
Running a race is a lot like investing. It takes discipline, patience, and time. But most importantly, it takes endurance. Because in order to go the distance, you need to be prepared to get there. At the Burrish Group at UBS, we have a trusted advisor that's ready to go the extra mile with you every step of the way. Call the Burrish Group today.
You're a hard worker. Provide for your family. Do good things in the community. Help out your neighbors. You've been there for so many others. Now, we're here for you. Your local Wisconsin energy and emergency assistance providers are working together to keep you safely in your home and your heat and power on. Apply now for a hand up.
Grass looks great, Zeus. Hey, could you maybe trim the hydrangea too?
Sure thing, Kevin. You want me to do the boxwoods as well? No.
Finding the right person for the job isn't always easy. But when you have an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can give you personalized advice and could help you save hundreds.
Hey, Medusa, let's boogie.
For expert help with all your insurance needs, get to know your local Geico agent today.
Shopping online for a purple mattress? We get it. With the Smart Comfort Grid made of super comfy yet ultra supportive hyperelastic polymer, that makes for some serious pressure relieving comfort and support. But which purple mattress is right for you? Come to Denver Mattress and test for yourself. And right now, save up to $700 on mattress and sleep system bundles. And rest easy knowing it's backed by our 365-night better sleep guarantee. Shop Denver Mattress today, your purple mattress headquarters.
Stock up during the Hy-Vee brand sale this Thursday through Sunday. Earn a 1-cent fuel saver on every Hy-Vee product. That's a 1-cent fuel saver on Hy-Vee products this Thursday through Sunday. Scan the QR code or check out HyVeeDeals.com for more deals.
In the last 3 seasons, Dodgeville boys basketball won a total of 19 games. This year, with 3 games left in the regular season, they have 18 wins and a conference championship. How'd they do it? Well, according to Matt McGraw, they stuck to the Dodger way of working hard.
Get up and get him. Get up and get him.
It was a moment 7 years in the making.
I didn't know what I'd feel at the time.
For the first time since 2015.
It means a lot. Program hasn't seen a conference title in a while.
The Dodgeville boys basketball team
get to game speed right away.
Are on top of the SWC.
It's been my #1 goal throughout high school is to win a conference championship.
And they did it through hard work. Or as Matt McGraw likes to say,
that's it.
The Dodger way.
Continuing to work and get better and not settling for where we're at has been our mentality.
More reps in the weight room, more shots after practice.
Good, got him.
More film study.
High low.
Work, 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 and that's what we've done, and now we've got a conference title to show for it.
The Dodgers are living proof.
Being a part of a team like this, it's kind of a way of it paying off. Like that hard work is paying off, and now you're seeing it.
If you put in the time,
Dad, get up, get up.
You can achieve your goals.
Hard work is the basis of anything you're going to be successful at. And so we've tried to instill that, and the guys have done a great job of buying into that. They do work hard each and every night.
Because after all,
good luck.
That's the Dodger way. Bucks taking on the 76ers. Milwaukee down 3 with a second left. Chris Middleton to send it into overtime. Not tonight. Bucks fall 123 to 120. What a night it was for Wisconsin hockey last night. Canada beat the United States to take home the gold, and 10 Badgers brought home medals. 5 gold and 5 silver. Stateside, this year's squad is wrapping up the regular season with a top 3 showdown in Columbus. The Badgers swept the Buckeyes earlier this year in Madison, and having a series like this before the postseason begins, well, it's a great way to get his team dialed in.
Playing great teams like Ohio, you have to raise your game in order to beat them and compete with them. So it's definitely a really good way to prepare for playoffs and do-or-die games.
It's really good going into, the final face-off and things like that. We're going to run into some really good teams again, and down the stretch, I think it's a good test for us to see what we can do.
Cole Caulfield and the Canadians trying to snap a 10-game losing streak, and the former Badger would do it by himself. Caulfield tied the game with 10 seconds left and then tallied the game winner in overtime. Here's Caulfield's stat line. 3 shots, 2 goals. Dude's ridiculous. Wisconsin hosting the Big Ten Women's Swimming and Diving Championships this week, and the Badgers started day 2 off with a bang. Paige McKenna, the top seed in the 500 freestyle, and she proved why. The freshman claims her first Big Ten title in a time of 4:38.09, and that reaction says it all. Paige McKenna, you're a Big Ten champ. We're back after this.
Gruber, thank you for your hard work, your dedication, and your love for people. The ability to change lives, and you changed mine as well. Thank you so much.
Let my team at Gruber Law Offices take care of you.
Why would Stanton Optical choose a spokesbird? They're not your typical eye care company. I'm not your typical penguin. We're a team. There's no I in eye care. Wait.
Get 2 pairs of glasses plus a free eye exam, anti-glare lenses, and same-day service for only $79.
Steinhafels has the largest selection of in-stock Tempur-Pedic mattresses. And when you purchase one, you get $300 in Steinhafels cash. Relax, it's Steinhafels.
At Pick and Save, we believe fresh is all about standards. That's why we do up to a 27-point inspection on our produce. Like for oranges, we check for color and scarring and more, keeping only the best of the best on our shelves. Because when it comes to fresh for everyone, we believe the juice is worth the squeeze. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. Meet new friends or reconnect with some old ones and find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Step into the new with a new Chevy. Very well qualified buyers can get 0% financing on most Chevy vehicles. Plus, on select models, current Chevy owners get an additional $750 bonus cash. Chevrolet, the #1 selling brand in Wisconsin.
He should have used his power to serve Wisconsin. Instead, Ron Johnson served himself. An investigation found that Ron Johnson pushed through a special tax loophole that benefited his own family's business. After the loophole became law, Ron Johnson cashed out of the company for $5 million. Ron Johnson has doubled his wealth since taking office. Look up the facts. And tell Ron Johnson to stop passing tax laws that benefit himself.
I'm Gary Canolti, inviting News 3 Now viewers to join me on a fabulous New England and St. Lawrence Seaway cruise September 8th through the 18th. Experience the history and beauty of the Atlantic coast, Canadian maritime provinces, and the famous St. Lawrence Seaway aboard our delightful Holland America ship for a 7-night scenic cruise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword WISC, to learn more about this tour or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
How an area school community is turning tragedy into hope. Sunday at 10.
The biggest thing that Gruber Law Offices did for me was put my mind at ease. Whatever questions I had, they answered them. They answered them honestly, timely.
If you've been injured, call Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
They handled everything.
Download the Channel 3000 First Warn Weather app today. You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Finally tonight, some incredible video. A NOAA response team freed an entangled adult humpback whale. This is outside Lahaina Harbor in Maui on Monday. The adult female, accompanied by her calf and a male escort humpback, had a tight wrap of moderate gauge line, about 550 feet of it, wrapped around her head in front of her pectoral flippers. The wrap also included a large bundle of marine debris. It took the team 6 hours to get the job done. So dedicated, those folks, and that is so important. We had too much junk in our oceans, don't we?
My goodness, yes.
So much of it. Let's go to Dana, final check of the forecast.
We're expecting a bit of a nicer day tomorrow. Thankfully, after a chilly day today, we'll be in the mid-30s, mid to low 30s for afternoon highs. Sunshine on Saturday, but if you're really hoping for milder temperatures to return, good news here. The back half of the weekend will be in the mid to upper 40s. Our next chance for accumulating snow arrives on Monday, likely stay into early Tuesday. Behind that, temperatures get colder again. We're back down to 20 for afternoon highs for the back half of the work week.
All right, Dana, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us tonight for News 3 Now at 10. Have a great night.